Where do you feel like that one truly slipped away from you guys?
I think tonight's real simple. I knew watching the game they played the night before and what took place that they would have had soul-searching meetings, heart-to-hearts, and come into this game. What you do if you're a competitor and if you're a baller, you're going to come in and throw punches because of everything that's going and spinning around it. And my job coming into this game was to make sure that my guys understood what was coming and where it was, what they were going to bring to this, and making sure that they were ready. And this is on me, totally. I don't. The offense, the schemes that we did defensively, whatever. There was no comparison from the time the ball went up as far as anything that involved competitive spirit. They just kicked our ass. And again, that falls on me. And I don't have an assessment of who played well, who played poorly. I said in my head coming into this, I was nervous about this. If we don't, this team is where they are because they've struggled in that area. And that would have been addressed after the last game. And where are we going to go against that? And I kept saying to the staff, and it falls on us here to make sure that we're ready to play. And I had an opportunity to do that, and I didn't get it done.
Why do you take ownership of that as opposed to playing them? Because they're aware of where this Adelaide team has been over the past 48 hours. Why is it on you?
Well, I just think it's my job to put a team on the floor that's going to compete. And I look at my guys, and I like my guys, and I think they've got it in them. I look at them individually, and I have a respect for them there. So I just am not pressing the right buttons as far as that goes. And I didn't think we wanted to make sure we went after Davis. I thought in the Perth game I thought he was going to go for it tonight, and we talked about the on balls not dropping and going at that, and making sure we covered down on Harrell early when the ball went in there. Make sure we trap it. Those were the two things, and then no catch and shoot with DJ. Put the fire on those three guys. He went off from the time, the pickup point, the pressure on the ball, the on ball, a mess. And then they mauled us, Humphreys and Harrell, around the basket. And we made a run at them, and then DJ catch and shoot. So whack, whack, whack. And I think that's something that, again, I keep saying the same thing. I'm looking at we're a step off. We're not desperate enough. And I always look at it like a fist fight. You're coming into this guy you're playing. Sometimes it's you rope a dope, and then sometimes this team's going to come and they're going to just flail away, and you got to be ready for those. So there's no surprise. And tonight it was like we were on our back foot. Oh, whack! He's good. He's good. He's good. And so I feel. I haven't felt like this one for a long time. That it's always a strategy situation, or we didn't do this. Maybe we should have called a timeout. Maybe we should have had this rotation. Maybe we should have made this adjustment. I didn't feel like that at all. I just thought we let the crowd, we let the Kings fans down, and there was an element of that in this team last year. And my job is I feel like it starts there. Bring some young guys into this, bring a competitive spirit into this, throw punches and let it. And to this point, through the highs and lows of this, I think this is the first night if you look at our whole record and we're around the 500 mark, I don't think we've taken a punch this whole season. Every loss has been in the last 2 minutes of the game. Tonight it was over in the first quarter.
Goorjian, Cam Oliver, obviously, seconds remaining in the first half, he he sat, didn't play third and fourth, and then even removed himself from the team and sat on the side. Was he? What was he? Was he fit?
100%. Had a great, after the last game, had a great session with him, and really good place, really good practices leading into this. And this point that I'm talking about, I thought that the 10 minutes there, this isn't helping what I'm talking about. So I elected right away. I just turned to the bench at halftime when we came in. We're 20 down, moving away. We're going small. If we need to bring another big into it, it's time to give Spurgeon a shot. And that's what I meant about.
It wasn't a personal thing.
No, not a personal thing at all. It's not personal. It's just trying to win a game. And I thought, and I did it with some, but I just thought bad. Not happening. Can't wait anymore. It's 20 down. This is what I kept saying about D-Day. This, and this. If it doesn't happen, time to move. And obviously, again, I just said not pressing the right buttons. I think he's a lot better basketball player that's going on right now. But so many things took place. You go, whoa, this isn't. I could name them, and then the plus minus, the amount of play, it's going in a bad direction. Every time we go there, we're 20 down. And it was the same the last game. You go there, it's going further down the path that we're trying to get away from. So play Noy in the 4 and Zave in the 5, play Tui in the 4 and Kelly, and rotate Kelly in the 4 with Tui and Spurgeon. Just time to go another direction.
So it wasn't an energy thing that's been a concern in the past? A lack of energy, or lazy, or all those things in the past with Oliver?
Well, I think the things that you're talking about, and I said it, if you go back, there was a lot of criticism last game about Tui taking him off with whatever time. You get to a point, and I'm always saying to my staff, I don't want tired bodies on the floor. So I said to Tui, you're not going to stand in the court and shoot threes on this team. You're going to offensive rebound. You're going to run the floor. You're going to guard guards. You're going to play pick and roll. You're going to set screens and roll, and you're going to play off screens. And I'm asking you to do these things, and when you're tired, I don't want you to play like you did last year in the second half of the season, because it started to go that path. When you're tired, I'll take you out, and when you're ready to come back in, you come back in. So I took him out he played, I think, 16 minutes in the first half. I took him out at the 4. He was exhausted. Couldn't move. He was guarding Tyler Harvey. He was guarding Jay Kell. He was doing, it wasn't like he was roping off threes, but he was doing a ton of work. I gave him 2 minutes break. And then I saved my timeouts in the fourth quarter and played him the whole 10 minutes and rested him. Going to Cam, same sort of deal, running the line, getting on the offensive glass, rolling out of on balls, showing on balls, dominating the glass. And I thought tonight, and I thought in the last game, not happening. This is what make the adjustment. Now, is that, I'm not saying, I don't know if but I'm not saying that's lazy, but if that's not happening, you're coming off. So,
is it concerning that he didn't sit with the team? Is that concerning?
There's I'm almost like with what's going on, it's completely different than when it's almost like the commentary and the stuff is bordering on mean. This is said, that said. I didn't know that I'm 20 down. There's 11,500 people here. I'm viewing that, and I'm talking to my coaches on the bench. I put my hand out when he came out. He gave me a handshake, and he goes over my shoulder. None of the coaches came up and said, hey, you got a problem on the bench. If there is a problem on the bench or if he's removed, that's not something we really want. So as the game went on, I wasn't aware of it. And as we come into the locker room, we're addressing quite a few issues, but that wasn't brought up. But again, I want him with the group.
Do you know what Kelly's injury is and the potential extent of it?
It looks like something to do with the hamstring, and that's a big one for us because he's become more important with the situation with Cam right now and the small ball. So he's virtually now can play 4, he can play 5, he can even play 3, and he can guard all those positions. So he's become more and more and more important. So that's a big hit.
So if you're missing potentially Kelly for a considerable amount of time, and it looks like you guys are about to bring in an American guard of some sort, I don't think, from what I understand, Cam's not going anywhere. Is this an opportunity for Cam to level up, basically?
It certainly is. I feel like the opportunity's been there for a long period of time, and I was surprised last game, and I was more surprised tonight. And he was a heavy part of the game plan tonight with the 3 bigs that they had in there, heavy part of it, and to move away like we did. And it's not like the coaching staff's arguing with each other. It's like, hey, man, this ain't happening. It's time. So that spot now is a concern. He's been an important piece in this thing the whole way. And it hasn't, again, I keep saying about fingers. There's certain things, and he's very aware of what we're demanding, and it ain't happening. And if it doesn't happen, he'll be, and it's not just with him, it's with everybody. You're coming out. And so that's where we sit. I don't know, a deep breath after this one, it's like you come here and you always take a deep breath before you come in here and prepare yourself. I'm still not prepared for this media conference. I'm in whoopee world, and just wow, 11,000 people here waiting for a home stand. I have a job to do, and I'll take the criticism on in my career of you should have called this timeout. Why didn't you zone? Why did you show on the on balls? Maybe you should have dropped. Why don't you run a play for you're entitled to that, and everyone has an opinion. But I've always covered myself. I feel like over the course of time, whether it's with the national team or what we're doing right now, that my teams come out and compete. And tonight, I knew we'd be tested there because of what took place. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I can't get over that hurdle. And that's the foundation of me coming to Sydney after what took place last season. That needs to be fixed. And a lot of the questions that you're asking me revolve around that, and I've been demanding in that area, and I still couldn't get it done tonight. So in that form, and I'm not going to move past that point because that's the foundation of what I've been brought to do, what ownership, what the team, what's wanted here, and it's been a problem, and I've got to fix it.
Brian, it seems a bit of a contradiction. You've had a disappointing loss, but Jalen Adams had a career-high 41 points. Xavier Cook's a really efficient double-double to go equal with Jack White, league-leading double-double. So the new bloke you're about to bring in, do you envisage him enabling them greater, adding his own numbers to their stats they had tonight, or facilitating the other players who might not have had the numbers tonight that you had hoped for?
When we talk about our team, and you talk about the size factor and the interior factor, I've just given you, even if Kelly goes down, I've given you 3 scenarios that might not be the best thing, but 3 scenarios you can go down. When you talk about the guard, and I want to take Jalen off the ball, all right, I want to get him off the ball, I have no cure for that. I have no cure for that. So I think, and you see it tonight, that there's a comparison or kind of a thing like a Bryce Cotton, that he's more 2-1 than 1. So, and he has the ability to score the ball. And I thought he scored the ball in a big way tonight because really we were 20 down at the end of the first quarter. So now it's caution to the wind. Forget offense, pick the ball, and let's play off him. And, but to win big, he's going to have to get off the ball some, and we're going to have another guy carry it and protect him. And then periods of time where he has it, and we go with a X in that spot, Noy in that spot. But that guy has been missing for the whole year, and it was missing when we assembled the team. And now the situation tonight, you have the Cam situation on steroids, and you got Kelly with a punch. So but still, I feel like X, Tui, Noy, and I'll roll like I have with Kelly and Tyler. Spurge is at that same level in that 5 spot, and now it's an opportunity for him.